Hey you guys, how you guys doing? So this video is on me rating the very first 151 Pokemon. And for those of you who don't know, I played red, blue, and yellow to death as a kid. And gold, silver, and crystal. I had all six of them. I had leaf green and fire red. There was a time where I had emerald, ruby, and sapphire all at once. Um, so, I know a little something about Pokemon. I also had diamond and pearl. I had platinum. Um, I had heart gold. Now I have all of them because you can just get the little 401 cartridge thing. So now I have all of them on one cartridge, and I'm gonna do a video later on where I actually like show you guys all my Pokemon games and stuff. But this specific video is pretty much just me rating the very first 151 Pokemon. So first is Bulbasaur. Now Bulbasaur as a kid, for some reason I thought Bulbasaur was like the coolest Pokemon. I don't know why, but there's just something about it. It's just really cool to me personally, and the fact that if you use Bulbasaur, the first couple of gyms are actually really easy to beat. In Fire Red and Leaf Green and Red, Blue, and Yellow, if you use Bulbasaur, you actually doing freaking good for like the first three gyms. For Brock, Misty, Lieutenant Surge, I mean, you good. So it's actually one of the most reliable ones. Um, and I personally love grass starters, believe it or not. Chikorita is probably one of my favorite grass starters. I know everybody would pick Trico, but I really like Chikorita. I'll give Bulbasaur a 10 because I love Bulbasaur. Ivysaur, I would give it 10 because I remember thinking he was just the coolest thing as a kid too. Like, gave me this rush of excitement when I was seeing Ivysaur. I'll give Ivysaur a 10. Venusaur, I'll give a 10 because I just love Venusaur. Venusaur gets a 10. Charmander gets a 10. I really love Charmander because I remember the episode in the Indigo League back in the day where when Ash first got his Charmander, and how it was like out in the rain and the flame was like going out, and the one like douchebaggy little dude, he released Charmander, and I just thought that episode was like really freaking wholesome. I remember when Brock got all in his face and got all angry at him. That was actually surprising. Seeing Brock get angry was pretty crazy. I would give Charmander though, like I said before, a 10 out of 10. Charmeleon, I'll give it 10 out of 10. I remember when Charmander evolved to Charmeleon, and he had like an attitude problem. Like he thought he was just that dude. And then I remember, I think in the exact same episode, he was an Aerodactyl was like messing with him. He was like, whatever. And then he gets hella angry and he just evolves into Charizard. As a kid, that gave me so much goosebumps. That's one of the like top greatest anime moments of all time. So I mean, I have a soft spot for Charmander too. So and Charmeleon and Charizard, I have a soft spot for all of them. So Charmeleon, 10 out of 10. It's a really good second evolution. Well, first evolution, if you go by like the cards, like the first evolution is called basic, and there's the second one, and there's the third evolution. You know how some people are hella technical with that shit. It doesn't really matter though. And Charizard, now let me tell you why I love Charizard. Charizard I love because he looks cool. As a kid, we were like, oh, he's like a fire dragon, even though technically OG Charizard ain't a fire dragon. It's actually a lizard with wings. I remember messing with somebody. It's a lizard with wings, and it's a fire flying type, if I remember correctly. But one of my favorite Charizard moments is when, I actually have a few, is when Charizard was fighting Blaine's Magmar. That was like one of the coolest moments, and I actually have that on my DVDs over there. I have the Indigo League DVDs, not all of them, but like some of the OG ones. And so it's just, yeah, I really love freaking I love Charizard because of that fight. I also love the heartfelt moment when Charizard realized how much Ash cared about him, and he finally started listening to him in the Orange Islands. I really love that. That was really freaking cool. So Charizard gets a 10 out of 10. Squirtle gets a 10 out of 10 because you guys, I used to always pick the water starter all the time. My favorite what is this, Naruto? My favorite water starter is Totodile, of course, because that was one of my very first starters, because I got gold first before I got any of like red, blue, and yellow and all those games. But I always love the water starters. and Squirtle is just really cute. And you know, I love the Squirtle squad. I love how Ash's starters were all like different types of Pokemon from different walks of Earth, and they're always kind of like more unique than just normal Squirtles and Charmanders and Bulbasaur's. Like all of his starters and all of his Pokemon are always like unique. Um, Squirtle is a 10 out of 10. Wartortle is like a 12 out of 10. Wartortle was like the coolest looking Pokemon to me as a kid. I mean, like I was like, bro, I don't know why I thought it looked so freaking cool. It looks cool, but like, I was like obsessed with Wartortle. I was like, bro, Wartortle's so freaking cool. But I'll give Wartortle a 12 out of 10. Blastoise, you know I love Blastoise. Blastoise was one of my very first water types. And for those of you guys who play the games, you know I taught it Surf. Because Surf come in clutch every time. And it's a 10 out of 10. I freaking love Blastoise. One of my old moments, I remember I ended up glitching my blue version. And I think I raised it up to like 60. And then I rare candied that thing to 100. Because I found like this glitch. If you go on Cinnabar Island, if you go on the side of the island, there's like a glitch. Okay,